Roar. Hold on tight.
Batman speaking. Warning all of you to brace yourselves for big news.
The biggest.
Tell them, Robin.
Holy superlatives, Batman. It's really exciting. Soon, very soon.
And before showing this picture, I felt I should at least explain. The motion picture you're about to see isn't the run-of-the-mill film fare that has been presented to the movie-going public of late. But we chose to make what you're about to see a film based on fun. And it's just a little different, insofar as there is no story and no plot. That's right. I said no story, no plot. It is actually a series of silly sequences. Or you might say it is a visual diary of a few weeks in the life of a real nut. It's real silly. Oh, put it on! Show it to him! Put it on!
This is real, brother. This is wrestling.
Out of the ring in just a moment or two for more exciting fucking action.
The action continues, ladies and gentlemen, in this match. A one-fall, 30-minute time limit. Introducing, in the corner to my left, from Tokyo, Japan, weighing 249 pounds, Mr. Saito. And in the corner to my right, from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, weighing 235 pounds, part of the Axe Attack, Curt Hennig. Your referee, Joe Fiorino.
This bout, one fall, a 30-minute time limit, should provide all the action you would ever want to see. Curt Hennig, since coming back to the AWA, has been nothing short of sensational. Broke into professional wrestling a number of years ago by being named Pacific Coast Rookie of the Year. Recently, Pacific Coast Wrestler of the Year. Now here in the AWA, the Major League of Professional Wrestling.
Well, and he looks forward to a great 1985. Ken, I'll tell you, what a promising career, and a very successful one behind him already, but what a promising year 1985 plans to be for Curt Hennig.
And Mr. Saito, of course. Mr. Torture, a very, very aggressive wrestler. But what a lot of people don't know, Doug, Saito has a tremendous amateur background. At one time, a member of the Japanese Olympic team. But now Saito and Curt Hennig alertly ducked underneath, following referee Joe Fiorino ordering the break.
And Mr. Saito, an amateur champion in Japan and a very, very multi-talented wrestler.
Of course, a master of the martial arts. Now Curt Hennig into a headlock. Look at Saito, lift him right up. But Hennig, that hip lock takedown, and down to the back goes Saito. Now Saito reverses at a count of one. As Curt Hennig holds down. Now Saito again with a count of one. Now Saito trying to break that hold, just using an arm bar against the chin. But again, we couldn't see it, but it looks like he may well have used the trunk to reverse that. Now you fans can't see it. Saito using the lower rope for added leverage.
He got Curt over quickly onto his shoulders and got a count of two on him, right on the back. But that extra leverage can do a lot of good for you.
Mr. Saito weighed in at 249 pounds, Curt Hennig 235. Tremendous upper body strength, as you saw exhibited right there by Mr. Saito. Now, very quick hip lock takedown, and Saito, every time he brings his man down to the mat, follows it right through a double dose as Curt Hennig was flattened against that canvas area.
Well, if one hold can be hard to get out of, two can sometimes be devastating, particularly in lightning succession. And talk about lightning. You see the way they both jumped and ready to pounce again.
Tremendous speed on the part of Curt Hennig. Now, Saito right through an armbar, coming out of that collared elbow hookup. Now he goes to a wrist lock. Already you can see that hand and wrist area of Curt Hennig beginning to turn red, and soon it will go to white as Saito continues to apply the pressure that literally cuts the circulation in that hand right off. You can see the great upper body strength of Saito.
And Hennig, of course, still has to keep thinking, how am I going to get out of it? And that's how.
You saw it right there as we talked about Doug Curt Hennig, one of the fastest men in the ring today.
Now the knee and the left shoulder of Saito and the pressure from top to bottom.
As you can see, an excellent shot. Curt Hennig applying leverage and pressure to both the shoulder and the hand. Now Saito working to his feet. The only way to break a hold like that. Saito with a fist clenched, with referee Joe Fiorino alertly, very quickly telling him to open it up. Curt Hennig continuing to apply tremendous pressure, trying to hyperextend that elbow. Now Saito with that Japanese suplex. Very quickly. Saito, Doug, for his size and strength, deceivingly fast in the ring.
He is one of the quickest people you will see for someone built with that type of thickness and strength.
Curt Hennig going for a hold of his own, walked right into the bear hug. You can hear him grimace as Saito claps those hands behind him. This hold will literally, the pressure will cut off the diaphragm and literally take the breath right away from you. As Saito continues to clench and grind away. Now the referee asking Curt Hennig if he wants to submit. Saito now literally has lifted him right off the ring.
Look at the strength and power of Saito, and he's got a lock on that grip right now. Curt Hennig held now in the air, good 2 feet off the ground. He's in pain, I can promise you that.
Curt Hennig trying to catch his breath, trying to do everything he can to break this tremendous bear hug. Now, Curt is back down to his feet. Now, look at this. Curt Hennig trying to force his arms underneath to break the grip. You can see a couple fingers have now been separated in the back. Now he's got a look at it. Curt Hennig goes into a bear hug of his own. You can see the expression on Saito's face. So painful is that to the midsection. Curt Hennig grinding away. 5 minutes into this one-fall 30-minute match. Now Saito rakes his fingers across the eyes and nose area of Curt Hennig. That's one way to break it. Well, that's in the rules.
But it broke it.
Oh, a chop right above it slaps Hennig to one knee.
Boy, you could hear that one crackle like lightning coming down.
Saito, a master of the martial arts. Now what's going to do? Oh, atomic drop. That'll drive the tailbone right up through the spine. Curt Hennig writhing in pain. That is such a painful hold. And with Saito's great upper body strength, more so than normal. Now he hammers away at the back area of Curt Hennig.
Now he's found what he hopes will be a weak spot here on Curt Hennig, and I'm sure we'll see more pressure applied there.
Saito continues to stay right on Hennig. Chop after chop. Right above us now. Now, hip lock takedown. Now what's he going to do? Now, wait a minute. Saito now going for a form of the Oriental Sleeper, obviously being taught this by his sometime partner, Nick Bockwinkel.
Look at this. Saito, pressure high and low.
Referee Joe Fiorino checking Curt Hennig. This will literally put a man right out on his feet. This will certainly be a test of Curt Hennig's resiliency and staying power, Doug.
It sure will, but I'll tell you, Saito is exerting an awful lot of energy to hold on like this, but how long can Curt Hennig take this?
The referee continuing to check as Curt Hennig now down to one knee. This could well be it. There you see the referee checking. Hennig's arms becoming more and more limp.
He's trying to hold it up, but down he goes. Slowly to the canvas. Every time Joe Fiorino lifts that arm, Curt tries to hold it on. Say, I'm still here, I'm still going. But Saito, look at the expression on Saito's face. This is hard work.
There's no question the pressure being exerted. There you see the face of Mr. Torture. Curt Hennig kicking those legs, trying to get some circulation back into his body, trying to get that blood supply back to the brain. This hold will literally cut the carotid artery right off.
It comes up not only on the side, but it affects the jaw.
Hennig now battling, trying to get to his feet. What staying power, what resiliency. Oh, Hennig ducked down. Saito's chin slammed into that turnbuckle area. Curt Hennig now trying to clear the cobwebs out.
But he better look out, Saito, after just a quick breather, right back on the attack.
Saito with a chop to the throat and sternum area. Off the rope they come. Oh, the shot on this, Hennig. Look at that flying body block. Like Curt Hennig flying body block. A count of two. Saito stops kicking out at the last possible instant.
Boy, that looked like curtains for a minute there as he came out of it, but Saito missed a chop and Curt came roaring back.
The back suplex as Curt Hennig drives Saito into the mat.
Boy, he did.
But Curt Hennig still showing the effects of that sleeper. Now rolls over. A cover. Count of two. Saito kicks out.
Well, you're so right. Coming off the sort of Oriental sleeper, as you call it, you're not going to be back at 100% in short order, that's for sure. It's a great credit to Curt Hennig that he's been able to do what he has.
Now another back suplex. Down to the mat goes Saito. Curt Hennig again with a cover. This time he hooks that leg. Saito again, that tremendous upper body strength, is able to throw Curt Hennig out. After referee Joe Fiorino had counted to two. So close, Doug, but yet so far.
Oh, that extra half a count could seem like an eternity sometimes.
There, Saito so very quickly in that Japanese suplex that he applies in the blink of an eyelash. And he drives Curt Hennig to the mat. Count of 2 by the referee, but Curt Hennig, you see the boot over the lower strand, referee ordering the break.
Right over by the
Saito raising his hand. He thinks he's won the match. He thinks the match is over. The referee's telling him, no, he's only counted to 2. Look at Curt Hennig. Hennig pulling him off the ropes. A victory roll. He's got a count of 2. Saito able to kick him off at the last instant.
What, Kurt's right back on him again, though.
You can see there, Doug, a prime example. Mr. Saito does not have a great mastery of the English language. He didn't understand the referee. He thought the match was over.
The referee, Joe Fiorito, very quickly reminding him that he will let him know when he has won a match.
Now you see Curt Hennig, he's trying to turn him over into a Boston Crab. Saito fighting it with that tremendous upper body strength. Hennig just about has it. There it is. He's got him into a Boston Crab. Referee Joe Fiorito checking with Saito as to whether he would like to submit this match.
And Curt Hennig has him down. Look at the centering of balance, right in the exactly where Mr. Saito's center of balance is going to be. Curt has got him, holding him down.
Now, Curt Hennig for a minute thought Saito may have submitted, but not the case. No. This one continues. Hennig going in, Saito using the ropes for leverage. The bottom of those Japanese sandals that Saito wears to the chin area of Hennig. And believe me, those feet of Mr. Saito's are like cold tungsten steel.
I was going to say like tungsten steel manufactured freight train throwing at you.
There again, that Japanese suplex where Saito drives him through the mat. A cover of 2. Almost, but not quite.
He just grapevines that leg, and down they go.
Saito again, that Japanese suplex. He continues a double dose as he drives the opponent right through a count of 2. Hennig just able to toss him off.
Hennig and Saito are expending tremendous amounts of energy here. Look at both of these men. They still just go at it.
Now head first into the turnbuckle. Doug, both men have come very close to this one to gaining pinfalls.
They certainly have, and actually, in one case at least, a misunderstanding of whether the hold had been broken or the match discontinued.
A very, very even match so far. Now Saito throws Hennig right out through the second rope onto the floor.
And standing there being cautioned now again by referee Joe Fiorito, but Curt Hennig, you see him there, is going to take a breath or 2 here.
Now Hennig tries to climb back into the ring. Saito very quick to one after him, not giving him a chance to catch his wind, and he shots away.
I'll tell you, you get out of the ring on Saito, and it is hard to get back in. He's ever there, ever dangerous. Waits like a vulture to try and nail you when you get back in.
Now Curt Hennig found a way to get back in. Look at this, the sunset flip over the rope. He's got him accounted 2, but Saito is able to kick him off.
Oh, what a great move on Curt Hennig's part. The sunset flip, and Saito still getting up. Slowly, Hennig back at him now.
Now, Curt Hennig turned about being fair play. A shot for 2 of his own. Drives Saito back against the rope. Saito not knowing quite where he is.
The crowd getting into this now. Hennig slamming Saito head first into the turnbuckle.
Saito dazed, just holding on to that top rope. Oh, another shot. Look at Saito repel to those ropes.
Hennig being cautioned against the closed fist.
Picks him up. Oh, look at Hennig lost his balance. Saito on top of him. Curt kicked out at the count of 2. Very dangerous when you pick your man up with a body slam. If you don't have total leverage, you can see what can happen. Off the ropes, Hennig drops to his feet. He comes off. Both men with forearms caught each other squarely on the chin.
Did you hear the sound of that collision?
They heard it all the way in the second balcony here at the Winnipeg.
It's a count of 2.
The referee could conceivably count both men out. He's up to 6.
Up to 6 now, and both men still down.
Now, Curt Hennig to his feet, the kind of stops at a count of 8. But both men still very, very dazed. Hennig now the aggressor. Oh, look at Saito now. The way Curt Hennig went down, Doug, that almost looked like a karate thrust.
Boy, it sure did.
Absolutely illegal. The referee out of position, but I'd be very suspect of that one. Off the rope comes Hennig. Now Saito again going into that Oriental sleeper. He's got him this time right in the center of the ring. Referee checking on this one, making sure two things. One, he doesn't slip it down into a chokehold, and checking to make sure Curt Hennig still has his wits about him. And Hennig backs Saito into the turnbuckle. That's one way to break the hold.
That's one way, and it worked well, but Hennig still stays by it, and again Saito moves in, and Hennig strikes back.
Hennig with a series of chops of his own. Oh, Hennig going for a flying dropkick. Saito held on, and Hennig missed. Now Saito chopping away at the back shoulder area of Curt Hennig. Picks him up with one hand. Now Saito, body slam, drives him into the mat. Now wait a minute, what's Saito going to do? He's outside the rope.
Here we've seen this before. Saito on top of the rope.
Top strap. Look at Curt Hennig. Look at this. Hennig halfway across the ring.
And look at Hennig now. They trade shots, a wrist lock.
Hennig. Curt Hennig crashed into referee Joe Fiorino. The referee obviously stunned.
Boy, he took it as hard as any of the wrestlers have taken it.
Now Saito throws Hennig out between the second rope. The referee is out, helping administer to him at ringside. There's no one in here to control him now. Wow. Saito slams Curt Hennig into the top turnbuckle.
Here they come the other way. And
now Hennig stops and he returns the favor on Saito.
Joe Fiorino's still out of the action for the moment.
Hammering away at Saito. Now Joe Fiorino is up, slightly dazed, but he is back in control, hopefully. And Saito pushes him away. Now wait a minute, what's Saito going to do? Saito is first something in his trunk. Oh, he pulled it out of his trunk. Straight into the eyes of Curt Hennig. The referee calls for the bell. We'll await the decision. Now Saito in the center of the ring.
They're still going at it.
Saito putting that scorpion leg lock on Curt Hennig. The referee is called for the bell.
You saw it, man.
Saito throws the referee off a second time, refusing to break the hold. Saito will not release that scorpion leg lock. Curt Hennig unable to move. Look at Saito. He absolutely refuses to break the scorpion leg lock.
And now reinforcement.
Look at this. Here comes Steve Olszewski into the ring. Tom Zink is in there.
Zink and Olszewski.
Now Saito finally bails out. He absolutely refused to break that hold. We're still awaiting the referee's decision. All right, referee Joe Fiorino has called the match off and throwing it out.
Here it is. Now you see they're going pretty well. There's the final slam to Joe Fiorino, but now in the corner, out of the trunk, Saul.
This is the tattooed madman Saito Mike. And if you don't want to get locked in a mental ward with me, you'll click like and hit subscribe now.
I've seen your stupid videos. Actually, I'm lying. I haven't seen your stupid videos. I've heard about your stupid videos. From me to you, go fuck yourself.
was no one bigger when it mattered less. The man with the perfect face for radio. The tattooed madman PsYcHo, Mike!
Beta here. Check it out. You're listening to PsYcHo Mike's Masters of Mayhem Underground Radio. Broadcasting live, online, and worldwide from Cleveland, Ohio. That guy plays anything and everything. And he likes the rest of my family. Even Meg? So we can't be all bad. I bring to you the man with the perfect face for radio. The part-time crazy, 100% psycho, the tattooed madman, PsYcHo Mike.